Good afternoon. My name is Pastor Maurice Franks from St. Albans Pentecostal Church in the United Kingdom. I'm glad to be here today to share a word from the Lord. The word that I would like to share comes from James, the second chapter of James, 14 through 23. And it reads, "What does it profit, my brethren, though a man say he has faith, and have not works? Can faith save him? If a brother or sister be naked and destitute of daily food, and what do you say unto them? Depart in peace, be ye warmed and filled, notwithstanding you give them not those things which are needful to the body, what does it profit? Even so faith, if it had not works, is dead, being alone. Yea, man may say, Thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works. Thou believest that there is one God, thou doest well. The devils also believe and tremble. But wilt thou know, O vain man, that faith without works is dead? Was not Abraham our father justified by works when he had offered Isaac, his son, upon the altar? Seeing thou hast faith wrought with his works, and by works was faith made perfect. And the scripture was fulfilled, we said, Abraham believed God, and it was imputed unto him for righteousness. And he was called the friend of God." If I could leave a thought with you today, it would be the power of belief. The power of belief. A lot of times people stop believing in God and believing that the Lord will do something for them because of the trials and the situations that we go through in life. Or health decline, financial problems come up, or children perhaps or not doing the way we would like them to do. Life always throws something at you that tests your faith. And I imagine Abraham was going through these same tests. You remember Abraham. Abraham was the one who God spoke to and told him to go to a land he'd never been before. And Abraham heard from God, stepped out, but then he found out that his wife was wanted by somebody else. He got frightened and said it was his sister. So his faith was tested. But then when it all came around, then he had to admit, that is my sister. Sometimes we will make mistakes with our faith, but we always get another opportunity to sort it out. And in Abraham's case, he did. Then Abraham went on in life and made some other mistakes. One of them is his wife lost faith as he was getting older in age and having a child. He knew God was going to give a promise. And so Abraham stepped out and accepted his wife's offer for him to have a child with her handmaiden. And that created problems. But yet Abraham did not stop his journey. It's important not to stop your journey even when you make mistakes. You have to realize that when God calls you and sends you out, He is very much aware that you are a mortal or human being who got feelings, got emotions, who go through things in life. You're not an angel to fall from heaven. So God understands that we go through things in life that test our faith. So Abraham continued on his journey. And as he continued on his journey, eventually the promise came and he had a son, Isaac. But then again, his faith was going to be tested through this journey. And God told Abraham, he said, I want you to go and offer up your son as a sacrifice. Now, by this time, Abraham learned, after all these years, to trust and depend on God. Seems like our faith gets stronger as we go through life journeys. Some people give up, though, when the faith is tested, and they go back to what they was doing before. But Abraham continued on. He took his son, brought him up to the top of a mountain, pulled out his knife to slay his son, to offer him as a sacrifice, and God sent an angel and said, do not touch the lad. I have another sacrifice for you, which was a lamb in a bush. It was never God's intention for him to harm the boy, but God was testing his faith. Sometimes things will come our way, and it's not to harm you or to destroy you, but it is to test your faith. And because Abraham passed that test, he was able to continue on life journey. And the promises that God has for him, from his seed having more seeds and more seeds. And God told him from the beginning, he said, much as there is sand on the earth, that's how much your seed will expand. And to this day, we're all children of Abraham. So faith goes through a test. It goes on a journey. But when you believe what God has said from the beginning, and despite the hardships and the trials you go through, but you believe, that belief opens up doors. It makes new ways for you to reach your destination and for the promises of God to come true in your life. So, faith without works is dead. That means we have to get up and believe God and go forward regardless how we feel or even what we think, and continue to do the things that God called us to do. And then that shows everyone all around you and yourself even that God is real. Because despite the things that you go through in life, you have continued on your journey, and it is a way of showing that God is moving in your life and He's still speaking, He's still directing your path. Faith without works is dead. So yes, let us go and feed those who need food. Yes, let us get up and give clothing to those who need clothing. Yes, let us get up and do the things that needs to be done to help each other. And that shows that we believe in God and that God is in us. May the Lord bless you this day on this Sunday, and may your faith open new doors in your life in 2024. God bless you.